Hey guys, Massimo here for YouTube, doing a little video on the Ultralight Arm. My name is Massimo. I am a cinematographer, a first assistant camera, and also a camera and Steadicam operator. And I was looking for a way to basically hold my accessories to the camera, like a monitor or an external light, without my accessory going all over the place. These Ultralight arms will beat the pants off of any Noga arm out there. I don't care what anybody says. These ultralight arms are way more superior. But basically, let me explain the way the system works. These are two separate arms, by the way. This bottom row was my little demonstration model of how everything comes together. So if your camera's here, let's say like this is your camera, this is the side of your camera. Most cameras these days, like your Red Epic, Red Dragon, the new Red Weapon, Arri Alexa, Arri Amira, your Blackmagic Cinema camera, your Canon 5D, whatever it is, will either have a quarter 20, female screw either on the camera or somewhere on the cage that surrounds the camera. Sometimes the Mapbox system will have those as well. But basically, this end piece screws into, just hand turn it. This piece will screw into the camera or the cage, and it's got a little rubber O-ring on it. So once you screw it in by hand, it won't accidentally come back out on you. You don't need pliers to put this thing in. Just hand turn it. That's all you really need. It's got a ball on the end with another rubber O-ring that goes into this knuckle section, this middle knuckle section. And the rubber O-ring is designed that once it's in there and you tighten this, it won't slip or go anywhere. So then on this side of this is the knuckle. On this side of the knuckle, you've got your 5-inch arm. Ultralight makes these in different lengths: 3-inch, 4-inch, 5-inch, etc. On up to whatever. And basically, your arm has the ball with the rubber O-ring as well, so that it doesn't slip. And then, in a basic system like this, you've got another knuckle. And then you've got another end piece. And this end piece is what your monitor goes to, or a light, or whatever. I've found from personal experience that, right now this thing is loose. Like I can move this thing around, but just a half turn or quarter turn, look at that. That was just a quarter turn. Now this thing is tight, like it's rock solid tight. You don't need to turn. I mean, you saw me do this with one hand. Like you don't need to overturn these things. The rubber O-ring that's in there keeps it in place. If I'm doing first assistant camera work, what I'll have is, like, if the camera was here, I'll have the arm come down, then hang the monitor from that up against the camera, just to keep a smaller footprint on the stage or, out on location. So I'm up against the camera the same way that the camera operator is, just to make less of an impact on the ground, so that we're together, basically in a tighter space, so we don't have to take up a whole lot of floor space. If I'm operating camera, I like the 10-inch arm. What'll happen is it's kind of the reverse of this one, but basically this end goes into the camera, or the camera cage or whatever. The 10-inch arm goes out in front of me, and then on this end I've got the monitor. So usually I have a longer cable that goes to the monitor. Make sure you only send your monitor out as far as the cable goes, because obviously you don't want to break like your cable, your HD SDI cable, HDMI cable, whatever. So basically now my monitor is here in front of me instead of being here like it is with like a Red Epic, and your typical Noga arm or whatever. Okay, so let's talk about background, how these things were invented. The way that they were invented was underwater divers doing, underwater cinematography, underwater photo work. Were demanding something that didn't slip. So basically this ultralight company invented these things. It's machined aluminum. Every component is fantastic. It'll last you forever. But if you had like an underwater housing, let's say my hand is the underwater housing, you can use one of these on one side as like a handle. And then on top of it, you can put like a strobe light or whatever, or just an underwater light to light up your subject, whether it's a fish or a person or whatever. That's how they were invented or created. Everything's modular. So like instead of having a knuckle going to the end piece, you can have a knuckle going to another arm, to get more articulation. So if you needed, let's say you had like let's say your operating camera, you know, and your camera's here, and you needed to get up and over the matte box. If you had two 5-inch pieces, you can get up and over the matte box and still have your monitor, you know, in front of you or whatever. And there's different brackets and things that you can buy. A typical basic system like this should be somewhere between $100 to $150. Let's talk about that. The best place that I've found to buy these things without getting gouged is a company in Glendale, California called EVS. I think it stands for Equipment Video Services, and they're on Victory Boulevard, right off the 5 freeway and the Western Avenue exit in Glendale, California. Like I said, their website is evsonline.com. You know, mention the name Massimo, mention my name, tell them that you saw this YouTube video. I can't promise you anything, but, you know, maybe, hopefully, you know, pray to the camera gods. They might give you a couple bucks off or some kind of a discount or something. You know, like I said, mention the name Massimo. Hopefully they give you some kind of a discount. That's basically it. That's basically how the system works, how it all goes together, how it all gets put together. You know, and I love these things. I will take one of these over a Noga arm any day of the week. I've been doing this for over 20 years, and I love these things. So please comment in the comment section below. You know, leave me a question. I'll be more than happy to answer it if I can. Please like this video and also like my channel. I'm trying to build up some viewership. But that's it. That's my review of the Ultralight Arm. I give it a 10 out of 10. Thank you.